Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the RLI channel, where today we have the 2v2 tournament sponsored by LTXAcademy. Thanks very much, Sam, for that. And today we'll be watching, first of all, Ball Game versus the Kiar Don't Turn, which is Lukapo and Panda versus Jaffa and Pengu. And I'm Pudding, and I'm joined here by Gib. How's it going, Gib?
Hello, everyone. How's it going? Yeah, a pretty stacked matchup this evening for the losers finals. Lukapo and Panda, very technical, mechanical game players. So definitely going to be something that do your Kiar don't turn. Jaffa and Pengu are definitely going to have their work cut out for them in this matchup. But it's going to be interesting to see how they fare and who will go up against Gadalians for that €40 prize pool potentially on the line for them.
Yes, indeed. And it looks like we're just about ready to start here. Obviously, Panda and Lukapo coming from the upper bracket. Oh, sorry, from the upper bracket against the God Alliance, which is Tomster and Shark. Close series, I believe. I think it was 3-2, so they'll definitely be looking to just get a quick win here. And looks like it's a great start for them with Lukapo straight off the kickoff, just getting a good pass into the middle by Panda, and places it perfectly just in the bottom corner. Pengu just a little bit too far forward in the goal to get there.
Yeah, it's looking like Ball Game are going to be wanting to get an early lead under their belts going into this game one. Try and settle the score quick and early for themselves to move on to that grand finals to get almost a rematch against Gadalians, Tomster and Shark, to get that kind of chance to redeem themselves after that loss in the winners finals. But yeah, definitely a quick start, but there was, as I was talking, a reply from the Kiar Don't Turn, try and even out that scoreline and keep themselves in this game without letting Lukapo and Panda get that lead on them as fast as they want. That being said, Ball Game have responded, opening that scoreline, a goal lead to their name again.
Yeah,
and Pengu and Jaffa reply.
Yeah, it's just great patience from Panda. I mean, he just realizes that Jaffa is just a little bit too awkward there and takes it around him and gets the shot off. But I mean, yeah, a really quick start here. We got 3 goals in the first 30 seconds, and certainly doesn't look like it'll be slowing down anytime soon. Now, Panda and Luke are up against Jaffa and Pengu, who are a very well-known duo in RLI, sort of making a comeback recently, with Pengu, I believe, not really having competed in many RLI competitions as of recent, but used to be a frequenter of LAN and tournaments, so it's good to see him back. And they'll be looking to make a statement here with a win against Panda and Lukapo, but there doesn't seem to be any sign of Panda and Luke slowing down at the moment.
Yeah, it's looking to me like Panda and Lukapo are trying to kind of keep that lead that they've established early on in this game. Only a minute down, and there are 3-1. So looking to kind of keep that lead to themselves and stop Jaffa and Pengu having those opportunities to score goals on them. Their defense is looking very tight. There's not much going wrong for them at the minute, but it'll be interesting to see, can Jaffa and Pengu manage to break apart that defense and really just slot it into the back of the net and catch them up in this game. 3 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. There's still opportunity for goal scoring on both sides. It's anybody's game.
Definitely, but Panda is looking to get a flip reset off there. Jaffa is there just on time. Now, we know just how good Panda and Lukapo can be. We've seen Panda, obviously, with his second place on LAN recently in what would be considered quite an upset performance, being the MVP of the team and the MVP of the tournament. But Lukapo as well, definitely not a player to ignore as well, especially because he's really came back onto the scene again recently and been dominating in these tournaments and in our 6-mans, and it just looks like this game is just not going to go any other way, as Panda just fakes the reset and gets perfect 50 over Jaffa, and there's nothing he can do on the goal line there.
Yeah, it looked like a bad read from Jaffa there, not quite getting the touch that he wanted to stop that from going in. And Panda's going to be pretty happy that went in, opening their score 3 above their competitors 2 above their competitors. A very quick reply there from Jaffa, managing to just sneak that under the crossbar. Defense not really there to do anything about it at that time. Lupo a little bit too slow on that defensive maneuver, but still time left in this game for Dakar. Don't turn to catch up in the scoreline, but also still time for Panda and Lucapo to really cement this win for them.
Yeah, certainly. That's the great thing about a twos tournament is that it's goals galore, and you can be 3 goals up and easily concede 3 in just as fast a period of time. So it'll be exciting to see whether Jeff and Pengu can start to mount something here, but the time is certainly working against them with just over 2 minutes left here. Pengu on low boost tries to get a touch to keep Lucapo away, but they're really struggling here. This is going to be another goal for Panda as he gets the hat-trick. Dominant attack, and it just seems like every time they're going forward, they're getting a goal.
Yeah, it's seeming that Ball Game are just able to pick apart their opponent's defenses that little bit more and create those goal-scoring opportunities for themselves. Where Dakar Don't Turn, sorry, that name catches me out every time. Dakar Don't Turn seem to be kind of taking advantage of those opportunities when they present themselves, but not necessarily making them for themselves as much as Ball Game are. That being said, beautiful save from Pengu, getting right in the way of that ball. Open net for Jaffa to just slot it in. Nothing Ball Game could have done about that in their defenses. The rotation just wasn't there. Open net wasn't going to miss from that distance.
That was looking like a stylish play for Ball Game, but good bit of defense from the Dakar Don't Turn, and we're back to a 2-goal game. However, that 50 is getting kind of close there, but the Dakar Don't Turn are going to be able to get back on the attack here. Jeez, like you were saying, that name is catching me off. You've got that, and then also, I didn't even know before the stream whether it was Godalians or Godalians or whatever, but I've been told it's Godalians, so we'll go with that. But the teams here will be looking for a place in that final against them. I'm sure Monster and Shark will be confident regardless after their win over Ball Game, but who knows? I mean, Jaffa and Pengu are still in this game. 1 minute and 20 seconds left, and a 1-0 start for them could certainly be the start of an upset win here, but still a long road ahead of them.
Yeah, and this is only game 1, so they're gonna definitely, you know, if Ball Game managed to secure this win, which is looking likely with 2 goals between the 2 teams with a minute left on the clock, Ball Game are going to be feeling a little bit more comfortable going into game 2, but not necessarily going to be an indication of who's going to take this matchup, this series at all. Lucapo going for that dribble all the way down the field, but not quite able to get it in past Pengu's defense. He's very strong on that goal line backboard area, not letting his guard slip. 30 seconds left on the clock. Is it looking like Ball Game's going to take this game? To me, it is. Not sure if they can take 2 goals off them now.
Yeah, Jaffa and Pengu just finding it very hard to get back on the attack here, and Ball Game just doing a great job of ticking off the clock, and that's all they need to do. They're 2 goals up. There's no need to do anything stupid, and it does look like the game one's going to go here. Can they get another? Yes, they can. Superb pass from Panda up the field. Lucapo's there and ready to pounce, and that'll be 1-0 to Ball Game.
Yeah, 1-0 to Ball Game. First game to them. Again, not necessarily cementing the series for themselves, but Pengu and Jaffa are definitely going to have their work cut out for them. They seem to be good at controlling the ball when it gets up to that point of their own goal line, but not necessarily able to keep the consistency of that defense. It seems to break down a little bit, and then Panda and Lucapo can take that opportunity when it presents itself. But definitely anybody's game from here.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, that'll be a good bit of confidence, I think, for Pan and Lucapo. I mean, they'll be coming in here knowing that they're the favorites, and they'll be confident in that. But I mean, even at times there, to be fair, Jaffa and Pengu, while they did concede 6 goals, I mean, they did have some good moments on defense. So it's just about seeing whether they can really try and relieve the pressure a bit better, because Panda and Luke were just knocking on the door constantly, and the goals are going to go in whenever you're under that much pressure. But we'll just have to see if this game starts off as fast as the last. Will we get 3 goals in 30 seconds, or will we get a bit of a quieter start here?
I think if Pengu and Jaffa can control the ball in that midfield area, they'll be just fine and able to score those goals. But it's going to be the tricky bit is going to be keeping Panda and Lukapo off the ball when they get into those dangerous areas. Pengu going for that save, managing to knock it out of his goal line, but not out of danger just yet. Lukapo looking to get that possession from them. Possession changes back to Panda. He's got the ball. What can he make of it now? He's going to take on both defenders.
Yeah, Pengu just doing a good job there, relieving the pressure. This is a better start for the Kiar Don't Turn. I hate saying the whole name whenever I'm talking about the team. I don't know if we can call them anything. Maybe just Kiar. Even then, it's still a bit annoying. But no, much better start for them here. I think the longer this game goes without a goal, 4-ball game, better chance that Def and Pengu have of nabbing one late on. But no, definitely a better start. However, they're not really getting anything going on the attack. They're making sure that they're not getting under too much pressure, but it's not really doing much with the ball at the moment. Lukapo's a bit of low boost here, just trying to play a 50. And doing so, hits it to Jaffa, who recognizes the dive and takes his time, but gives a cheap ball away to Panda there. Will they be able to make anything of this here? Jaffa going for a demo, but Luke just solid on the back wall. He's going to try and hit a double here. He does. And we're still at a tie game with 3 minutes left.
Yeah, 3 minutes left. Looking almost like a goal there, but Jaffa there to swat the danger away for the time being. Lukapo was chasing him down, getting possession back for his teammate. Can they bring anything up from the midfield towards their opponent's goal? Make opportunity out of this. Not quite there. Kiar Don't Turn, able to stop that danger from advancing that little bit more, but Jaffa low on boost. Can he do something with this? He's got 2 attackers on him. Beautiful ball across the field to try and get that danger away for a little bit longer, take that pressure off them for that moment extra. Going for that save there. Panda not quite getting the touch he wanted off that ball. The defender there to swipe it away from him. Can Pengu and Jaffa make an opportunity of this? Not quite. Possession in Lukapo and Panda's hands for the time being. Off the backboard, trying to get that double touch, but not quite. And Lukapo there to finish it off for them. That is the first goal, ladies and gentlemen, of this game. 3 minutes on, 3 minutes gone, 2 minutes left on the clock.
Yeah, the initial play didn't look very promising at all. I mean, Panda was trying to play a 50 or go for something. The ball was drifting away from the net, but I think on the backboard, I think it was Pengu, just didn't really have much boost at all, and Panda was able to just get a perfect 50 through the middle. But this could be an opportunity at a goal here for Jaffa, but Lukapo goes for the psycho, and in doing so leaves his net wide open. I mean, you got to respect the effort, but Pengu and Jaffa will take that every day of the week. I mean, if that went in, that would have been crazy, but I don't think I've actually casted a psycho before, so I hope he keeps going for them and gets one eventually. But no, back to a tie game, and that's the lead gone in an instant.
Yeah, it looked like they were trying to go for that style points to score another goal, but didn't quite work out for them, and the Kiar Don't Turn taking full advantage of that. That backboard play, though, from Lukapo, managing to just get that extra touch in to slide that under the crossbar. Not really much Jaffa could have done about it. Wasn't quite close enough to stop that from going in. Beautiful goal. One goal up, lead for them now.
Yeah, Jaffa just looking a bit bamboozled on the goal line. Looked like Panda was maybe going to get another touch off the ceiling, and then Lukapo just comes in and steals the goal. But look, we've just got another reply straight away with Pengu off the kickoff. Lukapo just sort of caught in an awkward position and just gets 50 by Pengu. He just slots it into the bottom corner off the dunk. And the Kiar Don't Turn are looking like they're still in this game with a minute and a half left. And I've just been informed by D-Links that the name the Kiar Don't Turn is initially from the team Cans, Jaffa, and Pengu and Yuriland. So they're running it back, it seems. Phrase our good old lovely Cans love to say a lot, anyways. And yeah, I mean, they're doing a good job here anyways. 2-all with a minute and 15 seconds left.
Yeah, they're looking a lot more dangerous on the ball than they were in game 1. They need to lock down that defense a little bit. That goal that Jaffa let in. Pengu letting another one in. Not much he could have done about that. Panda with that beautiful, just immaculate technique, trying to get that in and just lobbed it right over the crossbar, netting them another lead, opening up the game. 1 minute left. Can Jargo turn and respond like we have seen them do many times in this game? We ball out with the other. And they make that magic happen again.
Yeah, 1 minute to take us to overtime here. We'll have to see if they're going to get it. Pengu on the field of ball. Panda is going to play the 50 here smartly, buying time for Panda to back. He is on 0 boost. This is looking very awkward if Pengu can just leave it for Jaffa, but he's not really able to get out of the way here, and he very likely will be able to follow up on a shot here. He tries his best, isn't quite able to get there. Attack over there, Lupo. Pre-jumping that slightly, just able to get a touch. He's just trying to buy time for Panda to grab some boost and 50s it towards the middle. Now that is the pressure relieved, and Panda on the ceiling looking to get a bit of momentum back for ball game. But he doesn't. Instead it goes right to Pengu, tries to fake Lupo, doesn't fall for it. And Jaffa going for a reset. Doesn't quite get it. Panda with the 50. It's back towards goal. That's going to be a goal from Pengu. That is exactly what they needed. Jaffa just goes for a 50 with Panda, and it just bounces fortunately to Pengu. Lupo maybe getting a bit too excited there. Jumps thinking that he can get the ball and doesn't get there, and we have a tie game with 6 seconds left.
Yeah, it looked to me like they were trying to play time their ball game, but didn't quite work out for them. They got a little bit too ahead of themselves, looking like it's going to go to overtime unless Panda can make something of this situation that he's brewing. Luca goes for the shot, but it doesn't hit quite where he wants it to. Overtime, 3-3. Who's going to take this first goal?
Yeah, both teams clearly want that 40 euro. Big shout out again to LTXAcademy for sponsoring this tournament. We really appreciate it. And if you guys want any coaching, do head over to them. But Lucapo is looking to get the attack started here. Doesn't have enough boost to really get another touch on it, but doesn't need the boost if Panda's able to get there, but he isn't. Panda looking to go off the back wall here. Can he make anything happen? Can he clear the pressure? No. Jaffa with a good 50. Trying to play another one, but Panda has gathered that back corner boost and is pushing at the field. Jaffa's on no boost here. This is not looking good at all for the Kiardo turn, and it isn't. Lucapo securing game 2 off of the back of Panda's hit off the back wall, and that is 2-0 to ball game.
Yeah, it looked like the Kiardo turn just didn't quite have that rotation that they needed, the rotation speed at least that they needed to stop that going in. Jaffa chasing down that ball, but nothing quite there to stop it from going in. Great play from Panda and Lucapo there as well to secure that game 2 victory for themselves. As Captain Pudding, my wonderful co-host this evening, has just said, if you are looking for any Rocket League coaching, be sure to check out LTXAcademy, because they are the place to be to get your Rocket League game a little bit more in tune with where you want it to be. Game 3 kickoff. Who's going to score this first goal? It's anybody's game. Can the Kiardo turn do this reverse sweep that they'd like to do to go into the grand finals, to be in for a chance to win that 40 euro prize pool?
We will have to see. I mean, I would have counted them out of it if the last game would have went like game 1. However, it was very close. I mean, every time that ball game got a goal, they were hit back with one. So I'll have to see if they're going to assert maybe a little more dominance in this game. So we'll have to see here. Pengu, touch in the middle. Jaffa's looking a bit awkward there. They're chasing back towards the goal with no boost. Will ball game be able to capitalize off of this? It's looking like Lucapo's on low boost here. He's just trying to get a little flick to make Panda's life a bit easier. Panda tries to go over, but Jaffa smartly plays it under him. And this was maybe an open net for Pengu. I don't know if he realized it, but maybe Lucapo could have gotten back on time, and therefore he couldn't get the shot off. But same again, a quiet start to this game 3. Both teams just sort of feeling each other out again. Obviously, tension was high in that game 2 and that overtime, and ball game able to come up with the winning goal. But we'll have to see if the Kiardo turn can secure an opening goal, unlike game 1 and game 2.
Yeah, it's looking like Ballgame are trying to go for that boost starvation tactic for their opponents, but that being said, Pengu managing to get that ball into the back of their net. Defense both double committed for that, but nothing came about it in terms of stopping that ball from going into the back of their net. Dekiar don't turn, lead this game 1-0. 1 minute 30 seconds off the clock, 3.5 minutes to go. We know that Ballgame are capable of scoring goals, but is it going to be a chance? There it is, Lukapo evening out the scoreboard. They've managed to go all out, guns blazing, and score that equalizer for themselves.
Yeah, what a banger from Luke, huh? That was 136 kilometers an hour. Although,
really put the beans on that one.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, perfectly placed as well. I mean, the defense didn't have a chance, but Pengu, it looks like an opposite of game 2 is going on here. We're getting a goal from Jaffa and Pengu, and then one back from Ballgame. And yeah, Pengu just off the kickoff. It seems like Jaffa and Pengu are getting a good few goals off the kickoff in these last 2 games. So we'll have to see if they can continue that trend, because when you've got the lead and you've got the kickoffs, you're looking in good shape. But Panda on low boost, just trying to beat Jaffa, who has no boost, and he just misses the ball. Just like that, the lead evaporates. Pengu gets a decent bump onto Luke, but just either misjudged from Jaffa or he just couldn't get there. Unfortunate regardless, and that's the game even again.
Yeah, that was a very cheeky play there. Everybody was on very low boost. Nobody really had time to go and get more in that interaction. But one thing you can't say about this game is that it hasn't been entertaining. It has been one goal after another. Response, response, response. All of these players are just going for those goals, going for those moments to secure the lead for their team. That being said, beautiful pass from Lukapo into Panda and managing to destroy their defenses, really pick it apart. Jaffa and Pengu not really able to rotate fast enough to stop that going in. Open net, Panda was never going to miss that.
Yeah, certainly not. I mean, Panda gave Pengu the bait on the challenge and reeled him in. Pengu just dove that a little bit too early, expecting Panda to try and get a quick shot off, and he just whacks it around into Lukapo, who I don't know if he was going for the pass or just going for a shot and messed it up, but looks like Pengu's got a reset here. He's going for a shot and he doesn't get it. That would have been some goal. Jaffa, though, is now on his own in the back. He's just grabbed the boost with Panda in the air again. We know how much of a threat he is when he gets into the air. He goes under, he's trying to play a 50. Great defense from Pengu, though, to not get dunked there. And that's a fabulous demo from Jaffa. Pengu just can't get around it, though. Panda is going to get back. This is a very back and forth game. It looks like the pace is picking up a bit, very end to end.
Yeah, it's looking to me like Panda and Lukapo are trying to secure this win for themselves now. Close it out early, but Jaffa and Pengu are definitely putting up a fight, showing Lukapo and Panda what they're made of. Beautiful touch defensively there from Pengu, getting that ball away, but not clear of danger just yet. Plays it to the corner. Jaffa off the backboard. Is Lukapo there, able to stop it going out of his way? Kind of going up for that touch, trying to play it off the backboard there into his corner. Jaffa there to read that play and try and take possession. Pengu able to smash that towards their goal line, but too high and a little bit off. Oh, nothing. No. Beautiful demo from Lukapo, taking away that wind in their sails from that attack, but it doesn't matter. Jaffa or even the scoreline. Beautiful goal from Jaffa there, really just playing in the minds of the defenders. Was he going to go high? Was he going to go low? Lukapo did not know.
Yeah, that's a fantastic goal from Jaffa. I mean, he sends Panda absolutely flying with the fake, and then just tries to get a little bit of information off Luke on how he's going to challenge, and just realizes that he's left it too late and just flicks it with a straight front flip in front of him. And no, they're back in the game here. I mean, I think Ricardo and Turner certainly played well, and that's a wide open net for Lukapo, who's gonna take it with a stylish double. Just seems like every time Jaffa and Pengu get a little bit of momentum in this game, they're hit right back on the attack. I know you can't really afford to give Lukapo or Panda any space in the air, especially with the demo there. It was just a guaranteed goal.
Yeah, that demo from Panda really helping his teammate out to score that goal. Only one defender to beat. But can Pengu, with possession of the ball, make a response quickly? 52 seconds left on the clock. Ball is heading towards their net very fast, but Jaffa there to stop that from going in. Doesn't quite get the touch he needs to send that into the back of Ball Game's net. Luka Poke here looking very dangerous. Pengu there to stop it, reading that interception very well. Panda goes up with the ball, but not quite. Luka Poke there potentially knocks it into the corner there. Jaffa is sending the ball back towards Ball Game's side of the pitch. Can they make anything of this potential opportunity? Looking like people are low on boost. It's now or never. 17 seconds left on the clock. Can they score the equalizing goal to bring them into overtime? Or is this it for Ball Game? Have they secured this win for themselves?
Yeah, it's looking like it, although the ball hasn't touched the ground yet, so the game isn't over. That is going to be awkward for Pengu, though. He's on low boost, and that's going to be down. I mean, again, a very close game, but Ball Game just a little bit better. And that's all that really mattered. They were able to get the goals. They were able to hold off the pressure of the card on turn for the majority of the series. And they will be the finalists to go up against Godalians of consisting of Tomster and Shark.
Yeah, Shark and Tomster, a rematch from the winners' finals that knocked them down to the losers' finals. €40 on the line. Can they bring this home for themselves?
Yeah, I mean, they'll be happy with that performance, although I'd say the game two and the game three were probably a bit too close for their liking, so we'll have to see if they can start off with a bit of momentum against Tom and Shark. However, that game, as we saw in the upper finals between the two teams, was very close. I mean, it was 3-2, so definitely up in the air, I would say.
Yeah, it was very close in game two and game three there. Jaffa and Pengu really pulling it back on their defensive line, not letting as many goals go in, and really just, showed Ball Game what they're made of.
Yeah, certainly, and Panda looking to get another good result in a 2v2 tournament at the Talalan. I believe he came second with Tomster, so going to be playing against his former twos teammate for a chance at that €40. And again, thanks to LTX for that generous prize. If you are looking at coaching, then definitely LTX Academy are the ones to go for. If LTX Academy can make dealings 20 MMR off SSL, they can 100% make you 20 MMR off of SSL. So do be sure to give them a look out there. And looks like we're just getting the players in for the next series. Looks like they're both in here, so we should be getting started shortly. But do we have any predictions for this final, Gib? I mean, as far as I'm aware, Tomster and Shark are going to start with a 1-game advantage in this best of 7.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting because Ball Game are gonna be wanting to go for that win to show Tomster and Shark what they're made of. They lost in that winners final. Can they bring it back for the grand final here? But Tomster and Shark, very, very strong opponents as well. So it's looking, at least in my eyes, the Godalians are going to be taking this, but who knows? It's anybody's game, and I've been known to have that commentator's curse that little bit.
Yeah, I think it's a hard one to call, but we've seen how successful Shark's been in tournaments this year. I think it's hard to honestly bet against him with the form that he's been in RLI within the last year. Obviously, he won our Player of the Year award in 2024, so congrats once again to him for that. And he'll be looking here to add another tournament to his resume. I mean, the cabinet's getting stacked full of trophies at this point. But another one certainly wouldn't hurt. Just in the meantime here, I think we're just trying to change the map. The players are disgruntled. They're wanting a different map, so we're having to switch over. Not sure which one to. I mean, I'm hoping Champions Field. It is the iconic one. Just make sure I let our wonderful producer Rory know. that we're looking at a Champions Field match. But no, I think if I'm to go with a prediction, I'll considering especially the one game advantage for Godalians, I'd probably go with a 4-2 win to them. I do think Panda and Lukapo will be able to take a game or two off them, but I think with that one game advantage, it is going to be a very difficult one to return.
Yeah, definitely. I think Lukapo and Panda, like you said, definitely have that ability to take those games off Tomster and Shark. But with that one game advantage under their belt, it's going to be tricky for them to claw their way back all the way to a series win here. But like I said, I could be wrong. It could be anyone's game here. Two very talented teams going head to head. €40 on the line, courtesy of LTXAcademy. Game one. Here we go.
Yeah, it's just a straight away a fake kickoff from Godalian. Shark's going for a crazy reset. Double touch off the back wall, isn't quite able to get the angle he was looking, but Pomster now with low boost is trying to make something happen. We are going to see a lot of those mechanics coming out in this series. The Shark goes for a corner read, isn't quite there. That's 2 shots Shark's gone for. That would have been crazy if that had went in, and certainly don't expect them to be the last. I mean, he's got pretty much every mechanic in the book that you could ask for, and he goes for a double reset there. But no goals just yet. But Lukapo on the counter attack simply does it off the wall and into the net, and that's a 1-0 lead very early on for ball game.
Yeah, that was a great read from Lukapo, kind of almost noticing that Tomster was a little bit out of position to get back to stop that from going into their net, and just taking full advantage of that. And hopefully for their sake, they'll be able to capitalize on that momentum as that kickoff ball goes wide. Thankfully for their sake, they're not even Stevens just yet, but Tomster is looking very dangerous. Panda gonna score another goal for his team. A 2-goal lead going into this first game. Potentially could take this first game for themselves. And then, it's anyone's game from there. Godalians going in with that 1-game lead could even it all out. But I'm thinking that, the gameplay we're going to be seeing in this matchup is going to be very fast-paced, as we see Shark trying to slide that in past the defender and Tomster there to get that response. Reading that ball very well, knowing the defender couldn't do much about that and just knocking it in to the goal line.
Yeah, that's the response that Godalians needed there. 3-0 to ball game, and could have been looking at a dominant win off the back of that great goal by Panda. I want to comment again on that, by the way, just with no boost really, was able to get a good double touch and fake out Shark as well. But they're looking to counter-attack here. So far, the offense is looking very solid for ball game. That's going to be an open net for Panda, and he'll take those every day of the week. Looks like we're having another fast-paced game one anyways. That's 4 goals within the first minute and 15 seconds. Lukapo expertly flicks it over Tomster, and Panda is there. The janitor cleans up, and we've got a 3-1 game.
Yeah, Panda really taking advantage of that ball, rebounding towards him and just slotting it in past the defense. Shark gonna try and go for an opportunity, but Lukapo getting that bump off him on the ball. Panda trying to clear it from their net. Back into the midfield. Tomster full boost now. Starving Panda of boost, making sure that he doesn't have that opportunity to take another goal from them. Shark on the ball, potentially getting that flick he needs into their goal line, but Lukapo there to stop it going in. Going over Tomster towards their goal, but Shark able to cut that ball, intercepted very neatly. It's looking very evenly matched in this game, for sure. Definitely Panda and Lukapo have that advantage, but we know Shark and Tomster very mechanical game play, and they might potentially just be feeling out their opponents for this little bit, trying to get that game one into their head,
Yeah, certainly. I mean, all 4 of these players very confident in just creating a goal out of nowhere. So fast-paced action with a lot of mechanics and a lot of goals is always going to be the expected here. It looks like Pando is just trying to wheel lock Shark off of that save. However, it bounces off the post, and Godalians are going to be able to counter-attack However, ball game looking solid on defense as well. I mean, they've been getting the goals going forward, but so far done a relatively good job of taming Shark and shutting down his mechanics. Now, Panda has the reset, double commit from Gedalians, but Shark is able to take the possession. Panda on not enough boost here means that we might see Shark going up the wall, still coming off it here and trying to take a touch over Lukapo, really just being a thorn on his side, getting a couple touches there to prevent any sort of play from forming. And yeah, the ball game just doing an excellent job of shutting them down here.
Yeah, they've got their defenses locked in real tight. There's not much Shark and Tomster can do against them at the moment, but potentially an opportunity here. Tomster just going to let that roll into the back of ball game's net. Lukapo not quite getting the rotation he wanted on that, not quite able to stop that from going in. Gonna give them a bit more wind in their sails going through this game. Gedalians 3-2 to ball game. 1 minute and 32 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, geez, Lukapo scared me there a little bit. I thought he'd misjudged it maybe a little bit with the low boost he had and just was able to get it out of danger. However, looking a bit awkward for Shark here. However, he is able to get a nice demo on the Panda, but Lukapo is just really trying to be a nuisance to Shark here. Not really letting him get much time on the ball at all. Haven't really seen many forward advances by Shark due to that sort of instant pressure that Lukapo is providing. And Panda has the space. However, he just tries to catch out the defense with a shot. Tomster able to get there off the wall. I'm not sure Shark was going to get there with low boost. Lukapo is trying to get a bump. This is anyone's game now with 50 seconds left. However, Gedalians do need that equalizer, and they're under a lot of pressure here. They're going to need to try and take back possession, take a touch, and just try and get an attack going. But again, Shark low boost, not going to have very much to do with the ball. It's just going to be forced to flick it forward. Panda, who's just really trying to take the time off the clock here.
Yeah, it feels to me like ball game are trying to bide their time now. They're trying to hold on to that 1-goal lead, but their attacking play has been unrelenting. They have not given Shark and Tomster that space that they need to create those opportunities for themselves in this game. They've been really locked down in their defense, really locked down in their attack. That being said, 7 seconds left on the clock, and Shark has managed to equalize. It's looking like it's going to go to overtime in this game 1.
Yeah, Shark gets space and Shark scores. I mean, there's an excellent fake underneath Lukapo, and both defenders just trying to scramble to get any touch on the ball and keep it out and to secure the game 1. But Shark, cold, calm and collected, slots it in, and he's just potentially won it in the dying seconds here. 2 goals in a matter of seconds for Shark. Gets that boost and just beats out Panda, who's on none himself. And just the 2 seconds left on the clock here. Ball game are going to need a great kickoff to even have a chance at this, and Shark does excellently and might just grab a third, and he does. 3 goals in 6 seconds for Shark. I mean, we were talking how he hadn't got many chances, and there we go, he gets 3 and he scores 3. And the scoreline looks like it was maybe a bit more dominant than it was, but I think Gedalians will take this win happily.
Yeah, that was Sharks just adding insult to injury there. 1 goal after another. Those 3 goals in quick succession. And Lukapo and Panda not going to be too happy about that. That being said, it was a very close game up until those last few seconds. So they've got that in their kind of repertoire to hang on to going into this game 2. Gedalians going to have that 2-game lead now with that 1-game advantage. Can Lukapo and Panda make these opportunities that we've seen them do? They've been unrelenting in their attacking force. They just need to keep that momentum going and score those goals that they need.
Yeah, and a pivotal game here as well. I mean, 2-0 down, you've always got a good chance of a comeback, but 3-0 down, looking very difficult against Tomster and Shark, who are on form off the back of that comeback in our first game of the series. However, have to see who will get the opening goal, and it looks like Gedalians are the ones looking to push the pace a bit more here. Tomster goes underneath, almost gets to 50. A lot of fakes and 50s coming out here. We're seeing a lot of jumpiness, I think, and players trying to get the face off to try and capitalize on that, but so far the defense is held strong. Shark hits the 50, he's going up in the air. We know the mechanics that he has. Is he going to be able to get that in? No, just isn't able to get the ball crossbar down, pinches it off and clears it. However, here he comes again. Is he able to get a reset? He does. Trying to get a follow-up on the dribble. Tomster might try and fake that, and he does. Gets punished for it with a dunk, but no one is there to follow up, and we're still tied.
Yeah, Shark was looking very dangerous on that attack, but Lupo there to stop that from going in just in the nick of time. A lot of low boosts on both sides in this game. They're really just trying to create those opportunities for themselves, potentially going for that boost starvation tactic for their opponents. Tomster there to knock Panda out of the way, get that boost from him. Really trying to keep the ball out of their defense. Lukapo going for a chance there. Panda not quite getting it on target, hitting the post, bouncing back into the midfield. They need to rotate back now. Tomster looking very dangerous. Lukapo able to stop that from going in, but Shark is there. Can he take advantage of this situation? 2 defenders to beat, no boost. He's going to retreat for the time being. Beautiful flick over Tomster, but not quite going in. Shark managing to stop that ball. Panda and Lukapo potentially need to keep this in towards Medallion's side of the pitch to create that opportunity. 2 minutes and 37 seconds left on the clock. No goal scored yet. Lukapo making that pass for Panda to slot it in past the defense. Beautiful goal. Beautiful teamwork as well.
Yeah, and that's the opening goal. That is an important one for ball game. I mean, you sort of sense that a goal was coming there from both ends. I mean, just attack after attack on the goal. Felt like something was bound to break, and break it did, with Tomster and Shark unfortunately being the victims. But Shark is going to go over the top, but isn't able to get there. Panda able to get the save. He does on no boost. We're seeing a lot of signs of a goal from Medallions, but they just aren't quite able to get the final touch, and that's a team bump. Oh my goodness, that could have been disaster. That could have been the game, but I don't want to count out Medallions after the last one anyways. I shouldn't be saying such things. However, they are still looking dangerous, and I think we've got a few more goals left in us here. And we do, with Lukapo getting the flick over, I didn't even see how that was. I think it was Tomster. And just perfectly into the top corner. Tom, right as he commits to the dive, Lukapo is flicking that ball into his net, into the top corner, and it's a 2-0 lead. Can they hold it this time is the question.
Yeah, Panda and Lukapo have that lead. They just need to secure it now. Really just lock down their defenses, potentially go for another goal. Shark looking very dangerous. Both defenders going for him. Lukapo able to clear that ball, but Tomster there to read that, intercept that ball, bring it back to his corner. Can he keep possession? Bring it back towards ball game's net. No, he can't. Lukapo able to intercept that mid-air. Gonna bring it back for Panda in the corner. Shark there to stop it just in time. Lukapo gonna knock it back towards Medallion's side of the pitch again. They're looking very aggressive on their attack here. They're trying to score another goal for themselves, open that lead up just that bit more, and stop Tomster and Shark from getting into those goal-scoring positions. Looking dangerous here from Panda. Not quite getting what he wants. Tomster able to easily read that danger. Lukapo gonna take a crack at it. Panda gonna take that from the air off the backboard, but nothing comes of it. Now Shark is in that danger position for them. Can't quite get the ball where he wants to go, and Tomster is going to slot it into the back of the net for Medallion's. Going to take that scoreline and just shrink it that little bit more.
Yeah, I mean, ball game were playing exactly as they should have been there. They were keeping the pressure. They were keeping Shark and Tom away from their net, but the first sign of pressure and the defense folded. Lukapo just slightly hesitating on the challenge and gets beat because of it. Can they hold on to this 1-goal lead? I think, honestly, I think there could be another goal or two in us here with 35 seconds left. Both teams looking very dangerous on the attack, and look who we have on the ball here is Shark. He's going for a reset, goes for a fake on Luke, and he goes under him. What a play from Shark. He ties it up again. It just seems like he wants to turn up in the last 30 seconds of the game here with 2 fakes, and that's just crazy play there from Shark. Cold. Yeah, ice cold.
Shark really getting in the head heads of the defense there, faking them out twice and netting that goal for themselves. Tomster able to read that, but not quite getting the touch he wants, and Lukapo is going to score another goal, opening that scoreline. 20 seconds left on the clock. 3-2. We've seen Tomster and Shark be able to pick apart that defense, but can they do it again in this game 2? Can they take that advantage for themselves going forward into game 3? Panda and Lukapo just need to lock down their defenses and play time now.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, I knew there was a couple goals left, and could there be a third? Shark goes for the fake again, and that's going to be a goal for Tomster. The fakes are just paying dividends for Godalians right now as Shark. I mean, you have to respect him going in the air, and respect him Panda did, and unfortunately because of it, Tomster is able to follow up and get the equalizer. Ball game letting the lead slip once again. Are we going to see the same happening at the end of this game 2? Will Godalians get that winner like they did? No, we are going to overtime.
Yeah, overtime. And we've seen both of these teams display exemplary play formats, you know, both in mechanical and game knowledge, and also getting into their opponent's heads. So could be anyone's game if ball game just get that right opportunity. They need to be careful of Shark. They know how dangerous he is on the ball. Gets that bump. Tomster going to bring it up for Shark, but nobody quite there to read it. Apart from Panda, who's going to dribble it all the way down and score that goal for himself. They take game 2.
Yeah, I mean, Shark on low boost almost gets there with the squishy, but Panda with the strength, with the positioning of his car, forces it in, and they are able to hold out for a win in this second game. That is going to be 2-1 to Godalians. And yeah, I mean, certainly a lot better.
That was a beautiful play from Panda. He knew he needed it for his team to take that game for himself, and just managing to slot it in. Shark not quite getting the power off that touch he wanted, and just in the back of their net it went. Definitely a good game for ball game. They're going to have a bit more confidence going into this game 3, but can they use it to their advantage to take this one away from Tomster and Shark?
Yeah, the gameplay's certainly heating up here. I mean, we're seeing a lot more coming out of the teams now. They're settling a lot more. Shark is getting a lot more time and space on the ball and getting more goals and more opportunities. Tomster really doing well as well, but just seems to be defense at the moment for both teams, maybe slightly letting them down, or is the attack just too good? What do you think?
Yeah, the attack on both sides is really good, really strong. Panda not quite getting it past Tomster, but Lukapo is there to clean up, to make that shot. An opening goal for ball game. 30 seconds in this game. How many more goals are we going to see is the question.
Yeah, who knows, honestly. I mean, that's the first game we've seen, though, with a goal early on, and could that be a sign of many more goals to come, or could we see even a bit of a quieter game? I mean, I say that's very unlikely given the standard of the players we have here and what they can pull out of the bag. A lot of mind games going on, especially with the fakes and with the challenges. Seen Lukapo is doing a good job so far challenging the ball. Maybe not so much there, but he's been able to control the midfield pretty well for ball game with his pressure and with his 50s, but Shark is looking to try and remove the ball from his half here, be able to get the 50 he needs. Trying to get around that there to try and get into the center, and he's not quite able to do so with Lukapo breaking away. You know, he has some mechanics as well, but he's choosing not to use them here, instead choosing to go low and play it simple. But now leaves Panda in the 1v1 against Shark, and he's going to go for a bump, and he gets it. Oh my gosh, he saves it off of the back of his bump. Slight karma, I guess, for going for the actual bump, but it was a great play, and just unfortunately isn't able to get out of the way of the ball. And ball game luckily surviving with their life here, but the time's certainly not over. Shark's going off the ceiling. Lukapo, though, is going to hit it past him. I'm not sure Shark can get this, but he does. Should never underestimate him. But yeah, I mean, back and forth as usual here. Not really sure who's really got the edge right now, but we're going to need to see a goal out of ball game for it to be a bit more comfortable going into the final half of the game.
Yeah, like you said earlier on in this series, Lukapo has just been a thorn in Shark's side, really just staying on him, trying to make sure that he doesn't get those opportunities that he's dangerous in for scoring goals. And we see that again in this game. Lukapo is really strong in defensively in the midfield area and knocking it back towards Gedalion's side of the pitch, trying to open up those opportunities for his teammate Panda. But that being said, Tomster and Shark looking very dangerous. Lukapo managing to score another goal for his team, opening up this scoreline.
Yeah,
nobody on defense there to stop that.
Yeah, I mean, Shark just was trying to play it out from his corner with a bit of an air dribble, but was challenged early by Lukapo, and I don't think Tomster really expected the second touch to come through with Lukapo being on such low boost, but come through it did, and 2-0 the ball game again. But I mean, we saw in the last game they were 2 goals up, and we needed a third to secure a bit of a better lead and better position in the game, and they've decided to go and do it here. Lukapo really bossing this game with 3 goals to his name. And can we see Gedalians come back from a 3-0 deficit is the question.
Yeah, a 3-0 deficit into, you're going to be feeling the pressure for sure, and the team with the 3 goals are definitely going to be feeling a lot more comfortable. That being said, Shark taking that demo on Lukapo, getting his revenge for all the times that Lukapo has just disrupted his goal-scoring attempts. Again with the demo on Lukapo, trying to make the most out of that situation, but doesn't quite get the goal. The defense was there to stop it. Tomster there to read that shot, knock it out of harm's way for the time being, back towards Lukapo and Panda's side of the pitch. Potentially a goal there, another from Lukapo. Managing to just get that touch he wanted. Shark not quite able to get that, not quite fast enough to get the touch he needed to stop that from going in. But yeah, Lukapo looking very dangerous on the ball in this game.
Yeah, I mean, he's bossed this game for sure. I mean, single-handedly getting those goals in and putting his team in a great position to win this game. I mean, Panda has had a good game as well, but really it was Lukapo shining in this one with 4 goals to his name. But could we see the beginning of something special here from Shark? No, he's not able to get the 50 with the little boost he had, and now it's just a matter of ticking time down off the clock. These 60 seconds will very quickly turn to 50 and then to 0 from there, and Panda's going for a skim. We do know he loves a good skim read on the ball, as seen at the last Neri Land winning goal of the year, of course, in the RLI Wars. Isn't quite able to get it that time, but it's certainly a shot that you have to respect from him. But yeah, I mean, it's not looking like there's much hope of a comeback here for Gedalians, but they will at least look for a consolation goal or 2, you feel?
Yeah, Lukapo stopping that consolation goal from becoming a reality, but Tomster and Shark looking like they're really pushing for something in these last 20 seconds, trying to get that, trying to pick apart the defense of their opponents, and really just putting themselves in those danger positions. But Lukapo managing to get that clearance he needed off that 50 and just knocking it back towards their opponent's net. Time is ticking down, 3 seconds left. It's looking like ball game has taken this game 3 for themselves. They're going to be very happy about that for sure.
Yeah, definitely. That's the game. I think it's really important. That could be the turning point now. That is 2-2, if I'm not mistaken. So we're back to an even series. I mean, obviously, Gedalian starting with a 1-game lead, and they've been leveled up here, losing that 1-game advantage essentially, and now we've just got 4 games left to decide who will win this RLI 2v2 tournament. Again, sponsored by LTXAcademy. So €40 up for grabs here for these players, and I'm not sure what they'll do with their prize money. Maybe they'll use it to get a coaching session. But given their high skill level, I mean, they don't really have much to suggest for them right now.
Yeah, high skill level, but still always something to learn. So if you feel like your skills aren't quite what you want them to be sure to check out LTX Academy and try and get yourself some coaching to get to that rank that you want.
Yeah, I mean, maybe the coaching could save me from my absolute horror show of performances recently, but that's one for the future. We're going into game 5 here. Um, and honestly, the ball game looking really good. I definitely now feel like they could turn this series around and get a win here. I mean, I predicted 4-2 to Gadalians, and for that to happen, they would have to win the last 2 games, which is not out of their capabilities. But ball game certainly playing, I think, a bit better than I expected at least. But they're looking to start this game off strong with Lukapo looking to continue that good form that he had in that game 3. Wasn't quite able to get the shot off there though. Panda tries to get in with a quick challenge. Monster just needs to get a touch there to keep Lukapo off it, and he does. Shark is trying to disrupt the play a little bit, and now he's got a little bit of time. Lukapo again though, forcing him to jump early, which means that he can't get the air dribble he's looking for. And now we've got a 2-on-1 counter attack. Is he gonna pass? Is he gonna shoot? Decides to go for the shot and doesn't quite get it. And I'll pass over to you as we've got 4 minutes left in this game.
Yeah, Lukapo really, again, being a thorn in the side of Gadalians, really trying to make the most of these opportunities. A little bit wide there, so nothing comes of it for the time being. Panda, nice touch going for that, but Lukapo able to stop that ball from sliding in under the crossbar. Can Tomster and Shark make the most of this opportunity? Can they lock down defensively for that ball coming towards their net? Shark gonna get the touch, stopping Panda's play in its tracks. Almost a goal there from Tomster, but not quite on target, not quite where he needed it to be. Panda up with the ball, potentially get past the keeper, the defense even, but not quite. Still, the danger is looming. Panda and Lukapo looking very, very confident on this ball, really pushing and putting that pressure on Tomster and Shark, really trying to see the cracks and take advantage of the cracks in that defense. But Shark able to just knock that clear twice. Almost went in from that, but no goals yet. 2 minutes and 54 seconds left. Who's going to open this game up? It's potentially anybody's game at the moment. Both teams are playing very well.
Yeah, certainly Shark is in trouble here, and it's 1-0 the ball game. Should have been 1-0 earlier with Lukapo whenever they got that demo, and he just got a bit of a mistouch, unfortunately prevented himself from scoring, but makes up for it there. They were able to hold off the attack from Gadalians and able to get the lead here. This is exactly what they needed, I think. Gadalians get a goal and they start to get a bit of momentum. You could be looking at a different story here altogether, but honestly, ball game doing an excellent job of shutting them down. It has been, I was going to say, it has been over, how many minutes was that now? Over 7.5 minutes since Gadalians have scored a goal, and we're going to need to see something out of them soon, as they're probably losing a bit of confidence. I mean, that's a long time without a goal after how the first 2 games went goal-wise, but Panda is able to bump Shark off the ball. What has gone on there? No. Oh dear, that's not what you needed to happen at all for ball game. I mean, Panda just gets bumped by Shark and basically Goomba stomps Lukapo from the save. That is so unfortunate, but things like that happen, and you gotta be careful. And it's been capitalized on by Gadalians, and now we've got an even game again.
Yeah, and Gadalians, we know what they're like when they get into that position where they're even Stevens again, and they really put the pedal to the metal and put that pressure on their opponents, trying to open up that goal line a little bit more and get into that more comfortable position score-wise. Tomster looking very dangerous with this attacking motion, but Panda gets the demo, and nothing comes of it for the time being. Shark still in possession for now. Looking very dangerous. Oh no. That was unfortunate.
Just not going Gadalian's way in this game. I mean, The 50 just essentially going straight in, but I mean, Ball Game will take that every day of the week. They've got the lead again. They just need to hold off one more time, and they will be one game away from winning this series. Lukapo in tip-top form right now, having an excellent performance. That is 6 goals in the last 2 games, and he'll certainly be looking for another to try and cap off this game with a win and put his team within 1 game of winning the prize. But Shark is saying the game's not over yet. Only 1 goal in it, and if anyone can make it happen, it is him. Tomster still, though, looking like a threat on the ball as well, and he's got it here. He's going to go up in the air. That's a great challenge for Lukapo, but this is really awkward for Panda, and Shark is just able to get the demo. Saw the Red Sea part there for Gadalians as Tomster gets up in the air, and Panda is just not in a position to challenge at all, and Shark pounces on him and restores this game to even.
Yeah, Panda has been exceptional on the defense throughout this entire series. He's really been on that back net and just Gadalian's taking advantage of knowing where he's almost going to be and then getting that demo, and Tomster able to just knock it clear into the goal. Not going to miss a shot like that, especially at that distance. But can Ball Game manage to score themselves another goal? Lukapo has been very aggressive on the ball, really opening up Gadalian's defenses to score those goals that his team needs. Can he make another opportunity happen for himself? Looking very dangerous on the Ball Game, but nothing quite comes of it. Gadalian's going to move it back towards Ball Game's side of the pitch. Potentially something to come of it. We know what Gadalians are like. Tomster really looking aggressive in this play. It's 2-2. Can they score something in the next 3 seconds before the ball touches the ground? Not quite looking like anything's going to come of it. Looking like it might go to overtime unless Lukapo can keep it up for his team. Shark looking very aggressive, trying to keep it up, trying to play it towards Ball Game's side of the pitch, try and get it in the back of their net. But nobody there to read that pass.
Oh, that could have been it. I mean, Shark was there ready, but the ball hits the ground just before he was able to get there. But this is looking a lot better from Gadalians. They're really putting the pressure on both teams, desperate to get a goal here, as another game win for Ball Game could make this a very tricky task indeed for Shark and Tomster to come away with the series victory. But in this overtime, we only need 1 goal. That could be 1 bit of luck, 1 special moment from one of these players to take the win in this 4th game. Shark is up in the air. He's got a little bit of boost. The angle's looking a bit awkward though. He's just going to have to try and play a 50, which he does. However, that leads straight to Panda. Tomster, yeah, looking quite awkward there. Shark's just going to have to cut across and get a touch to prevent that from being a goal. However, this is looking very awkward for Gadalians. They're just not really in the right position here. Lukapo scuffs the shot. This could be a counter-attack, however. Gadalians are sitting still, too afraid of pushing up and potentially getting beat and conceding. And you'd understand it in this scenario. The pressure's on. The next goal will win this game. It's a double commit from Gadalians. The Sharks on the attack.
Yeah, Lukapo able to snuff the danger for the time being. Lukapo and Panda looking very aggressive, very dangerous in their attacking play. They're vying for that finishing goal to win this game for themselves, but the Gadalians are not going to let it go in that easily. Lukapo on the attack, but Shark able to cut that out for the time being. Panda's going up for it, going to potentially go for goal, and he knocks it in off Shark. That's going to be the goal that wins them this game, and a very tricky situation for Gadalians going into the next one.
What a goal from Panda. I mean, he gets the time on the wall, and he's such a dangerous player when he's on the ball, and he proves it there with a reset, beating both of the defenders and putting Ball Game on match point here with 3 wins in the 4 games being played. And yeah, I mean, it was looking like it could definitely go the other way there, but Ball Game did an excellent job of just weathering the storm. And another fantastic performance by Lukapo. I mean, Panda in his own right is playing a great game and scored a fantastic goal there, but really impressed with Lukapo so far in this series. We'll just have to see if he can finish it up with 1 final game to take the win.
Yeah, Lukapo is looking very dangerous in that kind of midfield area. trying, he really able to be a thorn in the side of Gedalians and really open up that defense for those goal scoring opportunities. 5 minutes on the clock, potentially the winning game of the series for ball game. Can they take this for themselves, or Gedalians going to make a comeback here?
The one thing the ball game cannot do here is be complacent, as Panda is going for a bump on Tom, but that is excellent defense. I mean, get Panda honing down on him, and it's just going to be an open net off the back of that save. That is unbelievable defense from Tomster in a very tough scenario. Looks like both players just giving up in the goal line, just chilling for a little bit. But no, that is what Gedalians needed. A quick start, unlike the last game where we had to wait a little while for a goal at least.
Yeah, it looked like almost getting close to a double commit there from Panda and Lukapo, and not really having the time to rotate back to stop that from going in. Kind of accepting their fate almost, but Tomster looking dangerous on the ball. Lukapo gonna get that demo in the nick of time, right when his team needed it. Shark's gonna try pass it back to Tomster. Gonna get that demo on Lukapo, trying to get a little bit of revenge there. And here we are, potential chance. Lukapo not quite getting it past the defense and past the crossbar. Panda's gonna stop that play, cut it out in the nick of time, but Shark looking very dangerous, potentially has the opportunity to score a goal, but Panda able to clear the danger for the time being. Tomster gonna knock it back towards ball game side of the pitch. Can Lukapo make something of this opportunity? Shark's gonna cut that ball easily, take possession of that situation. Lukapo potentially in with the chance of making an opportunity for his team, but nothing comes of it just yet. Able to read that ball very nicely, stop that danger for the time being, but chance is on. Two defenders stopping Tomster there from getting that. Shark is going to starve his opponents of boost, make them really work for this on their defensive line. Shark's going to get that demo, but nothing quite goes in.
Yeah, Lukapo again is there to make the save off the back of a great demo from Gedalians, but this is a really tight game. I mean, again, Lukapo is just having a fantastic performance here. He's really been shutting the opposing team down. I think we saw a Shark there not long ago, had a pretty good opportunity and was cut out by Lukapo in the midfield like he's been doing. But certainly a much better result so far for Lukapo as Panda levels it up. But yeah, as I was about to say, I mean, Lukapo off the back of his last 2v2 tournament in RLI didn't have a good result. However, his teammate was me, so you really can't blame him for that at all. He's certainly proven himself here, and I mean, this is 2 minutes and 30 seconds left to try and take it all home.
Yeah, looking very dangerous, and there's the goal that he wanted. He saw what he needed to do, and he played his cards perfect for that. Tomster not able to intercept that, not able to stop it from going into the back of their net. They just need to hold on to this lead for the next 2 minutes and 23 seconds. But Gedalians, we know, are very fierce on their attack when they get into those dangerous positions. Nothing quite coming of that from Shark. The Tomster there to intercept that ball, hit it off the post. Lukapo able to knock it clear for the time being, but Shark is really gunning down this team, really trying to create that opportunity for himself and his teammate to score another goal, even out the scoreline. 1 minute 52 seconds left on the clock. Can ball game lock down this defense? Can they score another goal potentially and secure this win for themselves?
We will have to wait and see, but I mean, the pattern of this game so far is that one player of Gedalians is overcommitting, leaving only one person back on all three of these goals. You see Tomster there goes flying, is absolutely nowhere near, leaves Shark in a 1v1 against Lukapo, and it's just another goal. I mean, the previous two goals were both also similar scenarios where Tomster was left back by Shark, and it's just happened in reverse there. But You'd like to think with a 2-goal lead that I was about to say, you'd like to think with a 2-goal lead that ball game would be able to hold strong, but it's a very quick response in cancelling that last goal out. And a minute and 30 to be champions of the tournament. Can they do it?
Yeah, Tomster there just getting that last touch on the ball, sending it flying into Ballgame's net. Potentially, Ballgame trying to not let that happen again. Almost off of kickoff. Very dangerous on that ball, but nothing quite comes of it for the time being. Here we see Tomster trying to make that situation happen for his team, but Luca Poe able to cut out the danger once again. Very, very quick on that defensive gameplay.
Yeah, this game is on a knife's edge. Anyone could score here in the last minute. The palms are getting sweaty, the hands are getting shaky. And Shark again with the double fake. Almost gets it, but it's a fantastic save by Panda to keep his team ahead. There's just 40 seconds left. Can they do it?
Yeah, Gedalian's definitely going to be vying for that goal to go into overtime, but Ballgame really trying to lock down their defense's play time for the last 30 seconds of this match. Potentially goal-scoring opportunity there, but Shark able to cut the danger in the nick of time. Potentially a counter-attack here now. Not quite getting it where he wants it, but no defenders to stop that from going in. Soars into the back of Ballgame's net. 16 seconds on the clock. Potentially another goal scored from either side, or it's overtime.
Just don't think the defense saw Shark had a shot there at all, and he just slots it in. We've seen him now a few times in this series when Gedalians have needed a goal, he's been able to provide. Will he be able to provide the winner to take us to a final match? We will have to see. However, this might not be over yet. They're flopping on the goal line. Ballgame are panicking. However, they've got a little bit of space, but they're just looking to clear it with the low boost amounts that they have. And we're going into another overtime here. Such a close series. Really anyone's game, but 1 goal for the championship for Ballgame and 1 goal for Gedalians to take us to a Game 7.
Yeah, it was looking very scrappy at the end there before overtime kicked in, and potentially going to be seeing a bit more of that now. Gedalians wanting to keep this series going, wanting to draw it out to Game 7, but Panda in with a chance, not quite able to beat the defenders on that one. And Luca Poe create a situation for his teammate to potentially score one. Catch the defense off guard, but not quite. Good demo, but nothing comes of it for the time being. Again, looking very scrappy in these corner areas. Everybody's trying to get that touch they need on the ball to put their team in a better position for scoring a goal on their opponent. Shark off the ceiling, Panda able to intercept that pretty easily, but the counter-attack is on. Gonna go for the backboard. Tomster there to read it. Gonna try and bring it up the field past Luca Poe. Panda 1v2. Manages to stop that from going in, but the danger isn't clear just yet. Panda with another great save to stop it. Stop this game from being lost. Going into Game 7, Shark on the ball. Potential danger. Not quite the clearance they needed. But Luca Poe is able to stop it once again.
This is relentless from Gedalians. You can smell a goal coming, however. The defense has been clutch. Panda providing multiple saves to keep his team in this game, keep his team in with a chance of winning the prize, winning the championship. However, they're looking to get back on the attack here, looking to provide a bit more pressure like they were doing in the first minute of this overtime. However, Gedalians, that's a double fake and it's just open for Shark. He scores again, he does it again. And we're going to a Game 7.
Yeah, Shark really just using those double fakes to his advantage. Really likes those double fakes. And getting that goal that they needed to secure that Game 7. Potentially, again, it's back to anybody's game at this point. If Gedalians have another good run where they're able to secure those goals and just lock down that defense, stop Ballgame from getting the goals that they need to take this Game 7, it could be all theirs. That prize money, which was very generously given to us by the proud sponsor of this 2v2, LTX Academy. So going to be going into game 7, anyone's game.
Yeah, so Gib, who do we think is going to take this game? I mean, I think it's almost impossible to tell. I mean, it's so back and forth, and we're getting 1-goal game after 1-goal game, but who do you back here?
It's so hard to tell. Luca Poe has definitely been my MVP of the series. He's just been on the ball at every moment, and he's been on Shark and Tomster, really putting in the pressure on them and stopping them from getting those goals. But Shark has been very dangerous when he gets into those positions where he has a bit of space to score goals. Very tough to choose, but I'd like to put my money on Panda and Luca Poe. They've just had those couple of games where they played a little bit better than Gedalians, got more out of it. But again, anybody's game.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, I think Ballgame have been playing very well, but they just haven't had so far what it takes just to seal out those last 30 seconds or so of the match where they're ahead, and we'll have to see if they're able to do it in this one. But in order for that to happen, they'll need to get the lead back again, and it really looks like the offense of Gedalians is leveling up a bit. They're getting a lot more opportunities. However, the defense is looking a little bit shaky from time to time. Like I was saying, the overcommits from Gedalians are causing them a bit of issues over the last few games, but I'll have to see if they can calm that down. Tomster's going for the double. Luca Poe's equal to him. It's there to meet it. That is a good demo from Shark. Hopefully going to relieve his team a bit of pressure, but Tom is in an awkward spot. Luca Poe isn't able to get the touch. However, he does get a nice 50, but it's just not quite close enough to the net for him to really make anything out of it. And Panda's going to try and stop Shark from making a play on the ball here, and he does so successfully with Shark trying to go for the reset. Tomster and Luca Poe on low boost here, but luckily for Luke, that boost does spawn. That's a fantastic recovery by Luke. He's just trying to center Panda, who might be able to get a shot away. Isn't quite able to get the angle. 3 minutes left. Haven't had a goal yet, but seems to be the general pattern so far where we don't see a goal for the first couple of minutes and then all of a sudden they're flying in.
Yeah, and both teams are looking very dangerous when they have that attacking play moving very quickly upfield. No. But the defense just isn't there for Panda and Luca Poe. Gedalian's going to open the scoreline up 1-0 in this game. 2 minutes and 45 seconds left to go. Nice bump from Shark there, just knocking the defenders out of the way. Can Ballgame even out the score, or is this going to be Gedalian's tournament?
Really seems to be the go-to attack for both of these teams right now, is just to get one player to overcommit and have one chase him for that bump. I mean, always going to be very effective. It's extremely hard to dodge a demo while you're trying to make a save against these top-level players. But have to see something out of Ballgame here. That the time is working against them, and I mean, Game 7, you've got nothing to lose, so they will eventually have to ramp it up a little bit. However, both players on low boost here. Will Luca Poe be able to capitalize? No. Doesn't look like it, actually. I maybe spoke too soon as he almost gets the demo there. But he's buying a bit of time for Panda, who's going to play the 50. Just Shark to beat. Tries to predict an early dive there from Shark, but doesn't get it out of him. And Gedalian is just looking to clear their lines. They've got the time on their side, and they just need to see if they can hold this now.
Yeah, beautiful cut from the play there, stopping that attack in its tracks, not letting it get any further. Shark has the ball, but low boost, potentially trying to get it towards the net of Ballgame. Tomster not quite getting the touch on that he wanted. Gonna go back for boost, bring it back to his own corner. Luca Poe gonna cut that out very nicely, but possession does not change hands for the time being. Beautiful flick over the top. Panda not quite being able to get the touch he needs on that. And Shark gonna score another goal for Gedalians, opening the scoreline 2-0. A minute 20 seconds left. Ballgame really need to kick it up a notch, bring it to the next gear if they want to secure this final game for themselves and that beautiful prize money.
Yeah, I mean, lackluster defense there. I mean, Luca Poe just wasn't really there on time. I mean, it's hard to fault him with how well he has been playing, but he'll be kicking himself there, not being able to get back for that shot. But we've got 60 seconds left. The ball, however, is still in the ball game half. They're going to need something special to get an attack going, but they just don't have the boost. They just don't have the speed at the moment, the pressure. They're working on barely anything. We're going to have to see something special out of Panda here to even get a shot off for Lukapo. And it's not going to happen. It's Shark grabs the boost and gets the bump. Clock's ticking down. There are 35 seconds left here.
There is the third goal for Gedalians from Tomster. Shark really getting in the mind of Panda there to try and psych out the defense, and Tomster able to just knock that clear in the goal. Not gonna miss that, and no defense to stop it. Definitely feeling very comfortable in this game 7, looking like they might take this series for themselves. Gedalians, who lost a couple of games there in the mid half of this series to Lukapo and Panda, but looking very strong in their attack, looking very strong in their defense as well, not letting anything in. 10 seconds, the final countdown is here. It's game over for Panda and Lukapo.
When the ball touches the ground, both teams just want to keep it up for a bit of fun here, but that will be game. Gedalians take home the first place in this Rocket League Ireland 2v2 tournament. Congratulations to Shark and Tomster. They will be taking the €40 prize pool home, thanks to our lovely sponsors, LTXAcademy. But yeah, I mean, they just had enough, I think, just to get over the line. Looking a bit shaky at the start, but in those last 2 games, they were able to get it together a bit and come away with a win.
Yeah, ball game were played very well. Defensively, we saw Lukapo was just kind of there in Gedalian's face a lot of the time, but Gedalians managing to just sneak past that many more goals past ball game's defense and take that series for themselves. Of course, taking the prize pool of €40, kindly given to us by LTX Academy. If you are looking for any kind of coaching, as we have been saying all night long, be sure to check out LTX Academy, because, well, they're great guys over there and will really help your game out.
Yeah, certainly, but that will be all from us on the Rocket League Ireland Twitch channel. If you are looking to get involved in the Discord server, if you're not currently in it and you want to play in these tournaments, or even just get talking to some Irish Rocket League players, do check out our Discord. I'm not sure if that's on the Twitch, but we do have a Twitter, so be sure to head over there for some more information about tournaments and the likes. But no, thanks very much, Gib, for the cast. Some great series, but we'll wrap it up here and we'll see you all later. Thanks.